I am so excited for this much needed video. Today we are going to be decluttering these brushes, and I'm going to show you my favorites and the ones to avoid. And if you're interested in that, then stick around because we're about to get started. Welcome to today's video. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Heather Eaglin. I love all things makeup and makeup brushes, especially indie brands and colorful makeup. If you guys love those things too, I really hope you will subscribe and click the little bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. I started a giveaway on my video where I did 2 looks with the Bella Beauty Bar and Deandra Nicole Ultraviolet palette. In that giveaway, I showed you a clip of this video and asked you to guess the accurate number of brushes that I have here, and whoever got the closest will win this Glam Light Ghost Face makeup bag. So nobody got the number like completely accurate. So I picked 2 people that were the closest, and I did a random drawing of those 2 people to pick out the giveaway winner. And I'm going to pop up their name on the screen now. I have my email listed in my description box. I just ask that you send me an email with your address so I can get this shipped out to you. But congratulations on winning the giveaway, and thank you guys for everyone that participated. It was really fun, and there will be more to come. Let's declutter these brushes and let's see who comes close to the correct number and who wins the bag. My little brush containers, I got some of these off of Amazon. Some of them came from TJ Maxx. This one's broke. It needs to be replaced, but honestly, it still works. So I'm not replacing it until I absolutely have to. And then I think this one I got from Amazon. These are really dirty. They need to spend a day soaking in my kitchen sink with some Dawn Power Wash. And this one I also got from TJ Maxx. These are great. I love it because it's tall in the back and you can put your like face brushes and then your eye brushes in the front. This I got from Five Below. Actually, my girlfriend got it for me, and there's nothing more accurate than the quote on the front. And I bought this one recently from Amazon. It's really good quality. I think I paid like $6 for it, but I got it for my SINGE beauty brushes. They are so special that they deserve their own container. Speaking of SINGE Beauty, let me gather those and we will talk about these first. And I am definitely 100% not getting rid of any of these. As a matter of fact, I want to buy more. These are my SINGE Beauty brushes. The face brushes I've only used twice, as they are new releases. And then we got these 2 little eye brushes that are new as well. I'm going to try not to go on and on about these, but 9 times out of 10, I'm probably going to. SINGE Beauty is owned by Angelica Ninkovich. She is another content creator here on YouTube. My absolute favorite content creator. She is so freaking talented, and I knew when she said she was coming out with her own brand that it was going to be freaking spectacular. I just love everything that she's done. I'm excited to see her come out with some makeup products, but these, you see all these brushes, these are the best brushes in my collection. And the reason that I feel comfortable letting a lot of these go, because honestly, I gravitate more towards these eye brushes than I do anything else in my collection. I do have a few other favorites from other brands, but you can do a full look with these brushes. They are amazing. The thing that I love the most about these is they are more detailed and for more precise makeup looks. They are so freaking tiny. Let me find a regular brush and... Okay, this is a blending brush that came from Odin's Eye. I mean, you could see the difference in the size. This is a good brush too, but this one just really helps you darken up the crease. You could do so much with this. I love it personally to darken up my outer corner. And then this is your large blending brush. These are so soft. I'm pretty sure these are synthetic bristles. I couldn't find the word, but these are synthetic bristles. The way that the hairs are packed in here and the length of these, this is just such a good one for blending out edges or just doing like an all over color. And this is the medium blending brush. This is other brands, typically their small one, and then here is her medium one. I mean, you could see the size difference. The precision I get with these are incredible. See, I'm going on and on. This is another one of my favorites. The way that it's made, it tapers out to a point, but if you look at it from the side, the bristles also taper. This is so great for picking up shimmer shadows or the really stubborn ones that you can typically only apply with your finger. This one does great for that. And where it's at the point, you can also use the side of the brush as a pencil brush, which I tend to use a lot in my looks. This is a new one that came out, and it was one I didn't know I needed, but this is really great for laying down the shades for your crease and blending it out at the same time. I just really love all of these brushes. Now onto the face brushes. I loved all of these as well. This is like a blush brush or a bronzer brush. This is great for those blushes that you have that are super pigmented and it's so easy to like overdo your blush. The bristles on this are so long, but the way that it's tapered, it hugs the cheek perfectly and it puts the exact amount of product that you want for blush, and then you just blend it out. It looks small, but I'm telling you, it's freaking amazing. I've used them twice, and both times my base looked amazing. This one needs washed. It's got glitter in it, but this is a concealer brush. It's the F02. I'm sorry I didn't give you the numbers for the other ones. This is the best freaking concealer brush I've ever used in my life. I love how it comes at an angle here, comes out at a point. Makes it really easy to get around your brows or like put eyeshadow primer on your lids. It blends out your concealer within seconds. It's like effortless. This is very like tightly packed, so you don't lose product in the bristles. Great brush, one of my favorites. Really love this highlighting brush as well, and the foundation brush. Here you have an all over powder brush. This is for loose powder under the eyes. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but how that is just angled to a tip. I love it. And this is for your cream products such as blush, bronzer, contour, stuff like that. I love these. They are special, and that is why these bad boys get their own container. Next, let's do these fluffy ones, the big face powder brushes. I'm pretty sure all of these are all over powder brushes, but if I'm going to be honest, I don't even know the last time I reached for one of these. I like to keep at least one of every type in my collection because they're good to have. Brands come out with new types of products and new formulas all the time, and then you'll realize, hey, I don't have a brush to pick that up. So I do like to keep several different types. These are like powder brushes. You could use them for blush and bronzer. Personally, I would never do that because they are so big and you could easily apply way too much product. So I'm going to let a majority of these go. I think this one was special, and I'm probably going to keep it and put it in a shadow box. This belonged to my ex's mother who passed away, and she was a very sweet person, and she had great taste. So I'm going to keep this and put it up, but we're going to put it in the gone side. And then I think I want to keep, I'm going to keep these three. This is a ColourPop F28. It's a like really fluffy one. And then here we have a Farrah blush and powder. It's a C3 $350. This one's more tightly packed. And then we have this one from Odin's Eye, and this one's even more tightly packed than the other one. So I'm going to keep these 3, and then I'm going to let go of these 4. Next, we have these flat top kabuki brushes, and let's grab these. I know I have several. These are my flat top kabuki brushes. These can be used for foundations or like cream bronzers, blushes, stuff like that. Most people use the ones that are completely flat like this for foundations. You want to use these with thicker foundations, not the more thin formulas. If you use these flat top kabuki brushes with a thinner foundation formula, it will leave brush strokes on your skin, and then you will end up having to go over it with a sponge anyways. Personally, I never use these, so I'm going to go ahead and let these go. This one's actually shedding. It's a Laurice. I got it from a BoxyCharm. These 2 are my Sigma F47 multitasker brushes. I love these. They remind me a lot of the Singe Beauty ones, but these ones are just a little bigger. I love these. They are very tightly packed. They're at an angle. These are really freaking great for foundation, bronzer, blush. I think these, I never used a foundation brush until I bought these. I just had a bunch in my collection because they came with like brush sets, but these are fantastic. They don't leave brush strokes. They lay down and blend out the product perfectly. They are my absolute favorites, and I would like to get one more, so I have one for foundation, blush, and bronzer, but I'm so glad that I got these. This was my first one. I got it in the Alice in Wonderland set, which is still available. And I loved it so much that I got on Amazon and I bought this one too. Here I have these little flat, they're like foundation brushes too. I think they're called paddle brushes. I'm actually not 100% sure, but the only one I use out of these is this one from Reeler, I think it's called. It's called Nothing is Impossible. The way this is tapered is beautiful. I really like this for like places on my face that I want to cover with concealer, because it's basically like using a finger on your face. I really like this BH Cosmetics one too, but I don't use these enough to keep 3 of them in my collection. So I'm gonna keep this one and then let these 2 go. Then I have these 3. This is a Moda brush. It's the Precision Contour. It's the only one of its kind that I have in my collection. So I do want to keep this one. And for a long time, this was my favorite bronzer brush, but I have not used it in over a year. I don't know what it's called, but you got the kabuki brush on this side for foundation, and then you have the flat foundation brush. It's still a really good brush, and I feel like someone could get a lot of use out of it, so I'm going to let this go. And the same with this one. It's a Laurice as well. It's for like precision contour, or you could use it for blush or bronzer as well, but I'm letting it go. Okay, now I got it a little more organized. This is a Glam Light brush. It came in the Artistry Pro palette, and as you can see, it's broke, but it's not one that I used anyways. I'll probably glue it and see if anyone wants it, because, I mean, somebody might want it. It might be a good concealer brush, but there's no way you could use that for eyeshadow, at least I don't think. But in all fairness, brushes are different for everyone. We all like different types. But for me, I'm going to let that one go. And the same with this one. This is a Luxie 640 Pro Precision Tapered Brush. I'm guessing it's for blush. I tried to use it for that, and it wasn't precise at all. But I know a lot of people do like these long-haired bristled brushes. It's just not for me. It's not the type of brush that I gravitate towards, but I just thought it was really pretty. I do need a wash. I need to do a deep wash on all of these. They're clean, but I cleaned them with the Cinema Secrets, and they really need some soap. This is another one that I love. This is my It Cosmetics, what's it called? all over number 7 brush. I like this is a foundation and concealer brush, but I like using it for bronzer, blush, or contour. This side does really good contouring the nose, but typically I just use this for cream bronzer, and I think it does a great job. I've had it for a long time, and it is starting to shed. If it tears up, I won't replace it, but it's one of those things. I've enjoyed it while I've had it. These are my concealer brushes. This one is from Real Techniques, and it's the 308. I still like using this brush for concealer. I typically use it with this REM Beauty Pot Concealer. It does a great job laying it down. I don't know how much more I'm going to use it now that I have the one from Singe, but I still want to keep it in my collection because it is one that I really like. And then we have these. This was a favorite for such a long time. I'm pretty sure it's an e.l.f. brush. It doesn't have any of the writing on it. Like I said, I've had it for a really long time. I don't use it anymore though, and I think I will let it go, but it was good and I really enjoyed having it. And the same goes with these. This one is a Moda brush. I think it's supposed to be a crease blending brush, and to me this is so big. Like, look at it compared to Singe Beauties. It's so big. There's no way I could really get a precise look out of this, but I think for some people they might actually love this, just not for me. And the same goes with this brush. I'm gonna let it go. My dog chewed the end of it, but I've had it for such a long time, and I used to use it for powder under the eye, and I'm no longer into it. And then this is another of those Laurice brushes. These brushes are supposed to be expensive, but do you see how that's peeling? Like, that's crazy, but it's a little tiny kabuki brush for concealer, and I don't use it, so those are going as well. These are some of my favorite blush brushes, but I can let some of them go. I like them for blush and bronzer. This one is super old. I've had it in my collection for a very long time. Same with this Wet n Wild one. The Wet n Wild brushes are actually really good. I enjoyed them. And then I have this one from Moda, which I love. This is one from DECLUTTER. You can get them on Amazon. This one I got in a BoxyCharm. It's Farrah. And then this one is BH Cosmetics. I'm going to keep the 4 and let the 2 go. These are some of my favorites too. I love these dome-shaped brushes for blush, but I don't need all of these. Like, come on. So I'm going to let go of this one. This is the e.l.f. collaboration with Nabella Noor. I butchered that. I think it's e.l.f. and Nabella Noor. I could be wrong. This is a really good brush. I really enjoy the e.l.f. brushes, but I don't need it. And I can also let go of this one. I'm pretty sure this was a Luxie brush, but it no longer has the words on it. And then I will keep these ones. These two are really new to me. Actually, so is this one. And these two I got in BoxyCharm. But I use these a lot, so I like having some choices. These are stippling brushes, and I really enjoy them. I actually don't use this one from Bare Minerals. It says smoothing face. I think this is actually a foundation brush, but I never use it for that. I use it for cream blush. And then I have the one here from Sigma. It's the F53 airbrush, and I'm definitely keeping this one. I really love the Sigma face and eye brushes, but I think I'll let this one go. And then I have these. This one is from BH Cosmetics too. It's a great blush brush. It's new to me, and the same with these 3. I want to keep them. I think this one is great for like contour. It's very precise, but I really enjoy these ones. And then here I have some highlighting brushes. This is going to go. I thought this was the greatest thing when I got it. It is a Moda brush. I got this back when I really didn't have that many brushes, and I'm pretty sure I got it in an Ipsy glam bag. I can count on one hand how many times I've used this, and I've had this for probably 5 or 6 years. It's really pretty, but I don't use these types of brushes. I'm pretty sure they're for highlight. Shows you how much I know. And then I have this one I got in a BoxyCharm. I sometimes use it for highlight, but it's not one I really reach for, so I'm going to let that go. And these three I'm keeping. This one is from Moda. It's a Highlight and Glow brush. It's one of my favorites. And as you could tell, I only have like 4 or 5 highlight brushes. I really enjoy this one from ColourPop as well. And this one's new to me. This is Tresluce Beauty. It is the B203. This side is for cream highlight products, and this side is for powder, and I think this is a great little brush duo, so I'm keeping it. Now we got to get into these eye brushes, though. This is about to be really hard. Okay, when it comes to, like, a certain type of brush, I'm probably not going to let very many of them go. It's like the flat ones. I'll show you when we get to it. That and my small and medium-sized blending brushes, because those are really hard to come by, and I could never have enough of them. Maybe that's just me trying to make myself feel better about having so many eye brushes, but I really love them. So, okay, I'm going to quickly run through here and try to grab the ones that I know will be really easy for me to let go, and we will start there. Okay, so right off, I know I'm going to let go of these. I'm really not going to talk about them much, except for a couple. These, let me grab them all, are Morphe brushes. I paid a lot of money for these, but I don't know if you could see on camera, but do you see how frayed and jacked up these are? These have been like this since after the first time I washed them. I've actually cut hairs along the sides because they were stuck out so bad. These literally make my eyes hurt when I use them. Like, it makes my eyelids raw. They are terrible to the point where I'm actually going to throw these away. And it sucks because I wasted my money on these. I can't really recommend the Morphe brushes. I know they got pushed a lot, but based off of the ones I have, I think this was the James Charles set. I can't recommend them because these are freaking terrible. I've bought $1 brushes that are better than this, and I'm going to be talking about some of them here. Then I'm going to let go of these. Can somebody please tell me what these are for? They're like little baby fan brushes. I'm guessing for the brow bone or something. They came from a DECLUTTER brush set that I got, but I'm going to let these go along with these. This is way too big of a brush for me. It's too thick, and I don't like how it's not domed out enough at the top. Like, this brush right here is one that I will keep because I like how flimsy it is. It's really good for blending edges. This one from Odin's Eye, I don't feel like is. This is a flat shading brush. This one is from Morphe, and honestly, this is just way too big, and I will never use that. Here's an example of a $1 brush. This is a Profusion brush I got from Walmart. It is a ES4, a small firm eyeshadow. I freaking love this brush. It's great quality. Does a great job. I have a bunch of these like little sideways angled brushes. I don't really know how to use these, so I'm going to keep a few of them because I have several, but I'm going to let this one go. I just want to keep some of them because you never know when you might change up your technique and then end up needing them. But for now, that one's going to go. I really love this brush I got from Glamlight. It's a great like medium-sized blending brush. It is staying. Same with this large one from DECLUTTER. I'm going to keep that one. I really love these little short smudging brushes. They're great for the lower lash line, so I'm keeping that. This is a maybe. These are all of my pencil brushes. I really love using these. I always use them on the outer corner or on my inner corner highlight. One of my favorite types of brushes to use. And to be honest, I want to keep them all except for these two. This one's a little firm, but when I got it, you probably can't see that. It came with this little divot in it, and I think it makes the eyeshadow skip. So I'm going to let go of these two, and then I'm going to keep this little pile. These two are some of my favorites. Where did I see the other one? Where are you? Everyone's probably screaming at me because you probably already know. Here it is. It's Sister, but these came in the Sigma eyeshadow palettes. This was the Corda Rosa, and this is the Alice in Wonderland. This is one of my, I use one of these in almost every eyeshadow look that I do. I really love this side for packing on and this side for blending out. You can get these as singles, like a brush, not two in one. And this side is the E38 diffuse crease. And then the packing side that I use is the E54 medium sweeper. These are definitely staying. I love those so much. This is another Morphe brush. This is the M506. This one frayed a little bit, but I just like cut the hairs that were frayed out. And I like using this for deepening up the crease or my outer corner. So I do want to keep that. These are my flat little packing brushes. I use these to put my glitter glue on my lid, and I use them to put my shimmers on the lid. And honestly, I want to keep all of these. Sometimes I do like several shimmers on the lid, and I like to use a different brush, so I do want to keep all of those. Okay, now I've got these separated out by brush type, so we can get through this a little faster because this video is taking forever. This is a pencil brush from Glamlight. It's from the Scooby-Doo collection. The end of it's a little stiff, and I don't really gravitate towards brushes like this, so I'm going to let that one go. Then I have some of these angled brushes I was talking about earlier that I have no idea what they are for. I think I had 5 all together. I'm going to let all 3 of the dew colored ones go, and I'm going to keep this one from Morphe and this one from BH Cosmetics. Next, I have all of these. That one don't go in there. All of these like liner brushes, angled brushes, and then these little like paddle like things. And I definitely don't need all of these. I really need to get some better liner brushes. This one from Morphe is like all splayed out. But I need to keep some of these because I like to try liner, and I'd like to do more liner actually. I do like these little paddle-like brushes. I have quite a few of them, and I have a few of the actual liner brushes that I do want to keep, so I'm going to put those here. What else? This one from Glamlight. It's from that collection where I just decluttered this one, but this one is really flat and precise, and I like that. A lot of mine aren't like that at all, and I'm going to keep this one from ColourPop. Honestly, I'm going to let all of these ones go. Keep those. And then I have these two. Don't laugh at me. I think these are MAC brushes. These were my first 2 eyeshadow brushes. Yes, this one is put together with a Band-Aid. My dog chewed them and messed them up, and I couldn't afford to buy any more, so I couldn't even afford tape, apparently, with this one. But I'm going to throw these 2 away after I'm done with this video. These are my little smudging brushes. I really do love these ones a whole lot, but there are a couple I can get rid of, like this one from Glimmer. It's really cute, but I don't use it. Same with the one from Odin's Eye. I don't think I like a lot of the Odin's Eye brushes. I got some in a mystery box set. One of them came broken. They did give me a refund for that one brush, but they're not my type of brush that I use. And I think the rest of these I want to keep. Yes. These 2 little brushes, the white one is from ColourPop. This one is from Glamlight. These are so good for inner corner highlight or brow bone work. But I'm going to declutter those two. And then I'm going to keep all of these. These are my blending brushes that are flat. As you can see, like the, what's it called, a barrel, it's like pinched. These are some of my favorite brushes to use in an eye look, like my favorite type of brushes. So I honestly don't know how many of these I am willing to part with, because I use several of them in each look, and I end up having to like spot clean these every day. Yeah, I like all of these, so they're staying. One of my favorite brush types. And then last we have my blending brushes, probably large and small. I can see right off that I don't want these ones. They are from DECLUTTER. The DECLUTTER brushes are cheap and like they're really affordable, and you can get some really great brushes out of them. But there are some that I would never use as well, but it's like $16 for like 20 brushes. So to me, it's worth it, but I did find a few duds in there. But something I don't like, you guys may love, so. And then this one is from Moda. It's a crease brush, and it's a really good brush, but it's not one that I typically use. It's more densely packed than what I go for, so I'm gonna let that one go. This one came from Walmart as well. It's a Profusion. It's an ES3. It's a pointed crease brush. This is a really great brush, and I loved using it. But I'm going to keep all of the rest of these. They're some of my favorites. And let me go ahead and count my keep pile and my declutter pile. We are at the end of the video, and if you can hear the vacuum in the background, I do apologize. But like I said, we're almost at the end. I have all of my numbers tallied, and I started out with 204 brushes, which is a freaking lot. But I'm going to be honest, to go from someone who couldn't afford a dollar brush to someone who had 204, it makes me happy. You know, you can change any situation you're in, no matter how hard it is. And I can say that honestly and freely because I've been through some situations. But like I said, I started out with 204 brushes. I kept 122 and I decluttered 82. This whole thing is packed full of brushes. I'm going to tell you, this is my last declutter video of 2023, and I swore that I wasn't going to declutter anything. I have a hard time letting things go. I've talked about that in some of my other declutter videos, but I came across some expired products in my collection and decided to do it, and I didn't think I would have that easy of a time letting things go, but I did, and I honestly feel so much lighter when I look at my collection. I'm really happy with everything that I see in it. I know I love the products and everything that I left inside the collection, and I'm just really happy with it. It's been a week since I decluttered my makeup, and I don't find myself missing anything that I let go of, but I do think there's a lot of great things that I did declutter that a lot of people in my life might really love. 2023 has been such a crazy year, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm so freaking happy to see it go, but I'm really excited to see what 2024 brings us all, what good products come out, and what videos I create. I'm excited to see where my channel's at this time next year. I appreciate you guys so much for watching my videos and for writing in the comments and liking it. It really does mean a whole lot to me, way more than you could ever imagine, and I've already made it so much farther than I thought I would. I love being on YouTube. I love creating content and everything that goes into it, down to editing the videos. But if you guys made it all the way to the end of this video, I freaking appreciate you so much. I'm excited to see who wins the bag. I will probably pick the winner. What day is today? I will pick it Saturday, and like I said, I will reply to one of your comments down below and let you know if you won or not, and I will get your contact information so that I can speak to you privately through email and get your address and get it shipped out. But thank you guys so much for being subscribed to my channel. And if you're not yet, then I hope you will. And don't forget to click the bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up. And if you're celebrating the holidays, then happy holidays to you guys. And until next time, bye.